Toyota GR Corolla, the rally-bred beast for the streets. Intro 300 words. Ladies and gentlemen, gearheads and car enthusiasts from around the world, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting hot hatches in recent automotive history, the Toyota GR Corolla. A car that's born not just from Toyota's engineering prowess, but from a motorsport legacy carved out in the dust, dirt, and glory of the World Rally Championship. Now, let's be honest, when you think of a Corolla, you might picture a sensible, fuel-efficient commuter car. A daily driver, something your parents bought to run errands or get to work reliably. And for decades, that's exactly what the Corolla has been. But today, we're talking about something radically different. This isn't your average Corolla. This is the GR Corolla, a machine touched by Gazoo Racing, Toyota's elite motorsports division. We're talking about a 300 horsepower, turbocharged, all-wheel drive beast packed into the body of a hatchback. It's aggressive, it's precise, and it's built for performance at every level. Whether you're hammering down canyon roads, carving up a racetrack, or even commuting, the GR Corolla brings excitement to every mile. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's explore what makes the GR Corolla one of the most thrilling vehicles to hit the market in recent years. We'll break down its origins, its design philosophy, the engineering magic under the hood, its real-world performance, and how it stacks up against the competition. Let's get into it. 1. The legacy of Toyota performance. 600 words. To understand the GR Corolla, we have to step back and look at where it comes from. Toyota, as a brand, hasn't always been associated with thrilling performance. But every so often, it reminds the world that it's more than just practical cars. Think back to the Toyota Supra, the Mr. 2, the Celica GT4, and more recently, the GR Yaris. These weren't just fun cars, they were icons. The Celica GT4 in particular deserves a shout-out. Back in the 1990s, this all-wheel drive, turbocharged machine dominated rally stages. It was a street-legal car born directly from Toyota's Group A rally cars. Fast forward to the 2020s, and that DNA lives on in the GR Corolla. But what is GR? It stands for Gazoo Racing, Toyota's global motorsports arm. GR is responsible for Toyota's involvement in racing around the world, from endurance events like the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where Toyota has found recent success, to the grueling WRC World Rally Championship. This racing experience doesn't just stay on the track. Toyota has been injecting this performance knowledge back into their road cars, and the GR Corolla is one of the clearest examples of that. The first real taste of GR for many came with the GR Yaris, a homologation special designed for rallying. It stunned critics with its insane grip, power, and aggressive styling. It wasn't just a great car. For a Toyota, it was one of the greatest driver's cars of the decade. But the GR Yaris wasn't available everywhere, particularly in North America. That's where the GR Corolla comes in. It takes everything the GR Yaris was praised for and gives it a bigger footprint, more aggressive tuning, and broader appeal. It's the culmination of Toyota's recent performance renaissance. 2. Exterior and design. 600 words. Let's talk about that aggressive styling. The GR Corolla doesn't try to hide its performance potential, it wears it on its sleeve. At first glance, it looks like a Corolla hatchback that's been hitting the gym. The fenders are flared, the stance is wider, and it has a presence that screams purpose. The front end is dominated by a massive grille designed for cooling the turbocharged engine. You'll also find functional air vents, deep-set LED headlights, and a bulging hood that hints at the beast underneath. Around the sides, the GR Corolla features wide track widths and lightweight alloy wheels wrapped in high-performance tires. The flared wheel arches aren't just for show, they house a wider suspension setup designed for grip and stability. Functional side vents and sculpted lines give it an aggressive aerodynamic profile. Around back, things get even more dramatic. A triple exit exhaust, yes, 3 exhaust pipes, sits proudly below the aggressive rear diffuser. Not just a gimmick, the center exhaust helps reduce back pressure and gives the GR Corolla its signature exhaust note. There's also a roof spoiler that adds downforce and flair, and GR badging everywhere to remind you this isn't just a regular hatch. Special editions like the Circuit Edition even come with a carbon fiber roof and vented hood, reducing weight and improving cooling. Toyota isn't playing around with this car, everything you see serves a purpose. And then there are the color options. You've got bold choices like Supersonic Red, Ice Cap White, and the exclusive Heavy Metal Gray for certain trims. It's a car that demands attention, whether it's parked or flying down the road. 3. Powertrain and performance 800 words. Alright, now let's pop the hood and talk about what really makes the GR Corolla a beast. Underneath lies a 1.6-liter, 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. That's right, 3 cylinders. But don't let the number fool you. This little motor is a powerhouse. Dubbed the G16E GTS, it produces a jaw-dropping 300 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. That makes it one of the most powerful 3-cylinder engines ever put in a production car. The engineering behind this engine is mind-blowing. It features direct and port fuel injection, a single-scroll turbocharger with integrated exhaust manifold, and a lightweight aluminum construction. The power delivery is immediate, and the boost builds quickly, delivering torque across the rev range. Power is sent to all 4 wheels via Toyota's GR4 all-wheel drive system. This is a rally-inspired drivetrain that lets the driver choose between different torque splits 60, 40, 30, 70, and even a perfect 50/50. That means you can tailor the handling to suit road conditions or your driving style. Want tail-happy cornering? Throw it into 30, 70 and let the rear end dance. The only transmission available is a 6-speed manual, with rev matching for downshifts. No automatics, no CVTs, just pure, unfiltered driving engagement. That's a bold move in today's market, and it speaks volumes about Toyota's commitment to real driving enthusiasts. The chassis is also extensively reworked. Toyota increased spot welds and added structural adhesive for greater rigidity. Suspension is McPherson struts up front and double wishbone in the rear, with thicker anti-roll bars and stiffer springs for sharper handling. The GR Corolla also features 4-piston front brakes, ventilated discs, and performance-tuned ABS. This car wants to be pushed to the limit, and it rewards you when you do. And let's not forget about weight. Despite all the hardware, the GR Corolla weighs around 3,200 pounds, making it relatively light for an AWD performance hatch. It sprints from 0 to 60 mph in about 4.9 seconds, and top speed is electronically limited to 143 miles per hour. But performance isn't just about numbers. It's about feel, and that's where the GR Corolla shines. The steering is precise. The gearbox is mechanical. The throttle response is sharp. It communicates with the driver in a way that few modern cars do. Thank you.